Hello students, today we discuss about the continuation of ecosystem, the next subtopic in ecosystem, that is one among the functions of ecosystem, that is productivity. What is the meaning of productivity? That means a rate of accumulation of energetic organic material, energetic organic matter in an ecosystem per trophic level, per unit area as well as time and all. That means total amount of organic matter which is present in ecosystem at a specific trophic level per unit area as well as unit time and all, that represent this productivity and all. Normally, how it measures that productivity and all? It measures gram per square meter. That is per year and all. YR represent, it indicates as in year and all, or kilocalories per square meter as well as per year. These represent the measurement of productivity and all. In this productivity, it depends upon many factors are present, like environmental factor act as a very important role and all. So what are the factors which influence of this productivity and all? Majorly topography. Topography in that sense, it represents altitude as well as latitude, representation of the land and all towards that land area. So it represents based on altitude as well as latitude levels and all. If it is high altitude, it is present very low and all. Related to very deeper layers of the sea water, there also the productivity becomes very less and all. As well as availability. Availability nutrients. Like availability of water as well as carbon dioxide. Like availability of these factors, availability of these nutrients depends upon if it is maximum, if it is normal, moderate available, the productivity levels also moderate. High level, highly it produce and all. Depends upon availability of nutrients and all. Then that photosynthesis, the production of, that means the rate of photosynthesis. Whenever high amount of rate of photosynthesis, then automatically the availability of the rate of regarding related to productivity levels also, it becomes enrichment and all. If it is high, the level of photosynthesis, then automatically the productivity levels also very high. If it is low, that efficient, that means photosynthesis efficiency, the photosynthesis availability, whether it is high productivity, whether it is low productivity and all. Then environment. Some of the environmental factors already we know related to temperature as well as light, the availability of water, then the resource which are availability of the particular type of the soil and all. So these particular, apart from this one, humidity, it is also act as an important role and all. So these environmental factors, these specific factors influence the rate of productivity, the influence of productivity, whether it is high level, whether it is moderate level, all these particular aspects and all. Then, how many types of productivity are present and all? According to Vodham scientists, the types, according to Vodham, 1983, he said about 3 types of productivity and all. One is the primary productivity. Second one is the secondary productivity. Then community productivity. According to Vodham, there are 3 types of the productivity: primary, secondary, community. Primary productivity, the total organic matter, the synthesis of total organic matter at the producer's level. It represents at the producer's level. Total organic matter synthesis at producer's level, that represent as this one primary productivity. Once or twice, total organic matter produced at the producer's level. Total organic matter synthesized at producer's level, that represent primary productivity. What about secondary productivity? Similarly, that total are related to some organic matter. So here, total organic matter at the consumer's level. Again, different types of consumers levels are present, either T1 to 5 or sometimes maybe 7 also in this consumer's level. So some of organic matter, some of the organic material which present, which synthesize at a consumer's level, that represent secondary productivity. Then what is by community productivity? Based on these 2 definitions, you must represent at a community level the synthesis of organic material at a community level. But more probably we consider primary productivity as well as secondary productivity for easy understanding purpose and all. In this one, what is meant by this grass primary productivity and all? It represents grass primary productivity. Or GPP. What it represents? Gross primary productivity. That means just now I said total organic material synthesized by autotrophs by utilizing of solar energy per unit area at a specific period of time and all. So it is total amount of organic material synthesized by producers through photosynthesis per unit area per unit time and all, that represent gross primary productivity and all. So normally, what is the net primary productivity? Or NPP. So gross primary productivity minus respiration, then it becomes net primary productivity. Whenever total amount of the energy at the time of respiration, during respiration certain amount of energy we lost in the form of heat, in the form of various activities and all. So gross primary productivity minus respiration, then it indicates as this one net primary productivity and all. So this net primary productivity. So what is the average and approximate net primary productivity of the biosphere and all? It is not as it is. It may be changes year after year and all. So approximate net primary productivity at biosphere it represents 170 billion tons and all. Per hectare per year and all. It is approximately only. But a very important total net primary productivity in our biosphere and all. In our biosphere means both aquatic as well as terrestrial ecosystem present. In earlier we expected maximum amount of primary productivity, it must be present on that ocean and all. But at recent studies, there is no that much, it is not at all perfect value and all. Because of less amount of nitrogen, the light may not be penetrate deeper layers of ocean and all. Earlier we estimated in our biosphere 90% of productivity it must be synthesized from ocean area only. But recent studies, what they said, originally they must be represented, they must be produced related to land, terrestrial ecosystems only, maximum it must be produced and all. So among 170 billions, 32% of productivity, that means averagely 50 billion tons per hectare and year and all. 50 billion tons and all. Averagely 50 billion or 55 maximum and all. But minimum 50 billion related to in sea water or sea ecosystem. Then 170 minus 50, rest of 120 billion related to terrestrial ecosystem. So maximum productivity on its biosphere related to land ecosystems only, not related to aquatic one. Earlier they estimated ocean. What is the main reason? What is the reason why maximum productivity may not represented on the oceans and because of lack of availability of nitrogen as well as light may not traveling maximum more than 500 meters, unable to traveling and all. The major nitrogen as well as that means availability of plants. Availability of plants, that means availability of plant means if it is available light, automatically photosynthesis takes place. If it is photosynthesis, remaining all consumers depends upon the respective of photosynthesis and all. So lack of nitrogen as well as availability of plant material, then light. These are main three reasons. Less amount of productivity present, even though the sea water occupies more than 70% on our land, but it must be reaches only 32%. One among these approximate value of the total biosphere on that productivity and all. Then related to secondary productivity. What is the basic secondary productivity? Some total organic matter, some of the organic matter synthesized at consumers level. Some of the organic matter synthesized consumers or total amount of organic matter synthesized by the consumers, that is the secondary productivity and all. But here very important, from where secondary producers, that means consumers are taken food material, it takes the food material from autotrophs only. Already if the photosynthesis takes place, then only these consumers it must be taken and all. So indirectly it is the heterotrophic organism. Directly it cannot prepare the food material, it depends upon the autotrophs and all. But this secondary productivity again it differentiated into there is a gross secondary productivity as well as net secondary productivity and all. Then what is it by net gross secondary productivity and all. Then gross secondary productivity. This gross secondary productivity we calculate in the form of, especially related to in this total ingestion, how much amount of the food material the organism is ingested. Similarly, how much amount it must adjusted. That means the consumer's total amount of ingestion food minus the consumer's total amount of adjacent food material. Here, ingestion minus adjacent. So, total amount of food material, how much it must be ingestion, then how much total amount of adjacent food material that represent the gross secondary productivity. Whatever it must be taken under. For example, it must be variable from one organism to another organism. For example, in caterpillar, how much quantity of this it will be present under in caterpillar 44.5 percentage, that much capability related to suppose in D. The gross secondary productivity, that means maximum it utilized, maximum it synthesized, maximum it stores when you compare to the caterpillar and all. So the efficiency between these two organisms more efficient in that D and all related to net that secondary productivity. Net secondary productivity means the storage level of consumers and all. So storage at the consumers level, storage organic material at the consumers level. How much it stores inside the body, that is, it represents as this one net secondary productivity and all. What is the net secondary productivity? Similarly, in that caterpillar, only 14.5 percentage, there is a net secondary productivity related to D. It is present 18%, but average net secondary productivity for most of the consumers, that is 10%. Net secondary productivity in consumers, that is 10%. That means from one organism to another organism, it must variable. Here we showed, just now we have shown caterpillar as well as deer. Similarly, different organism, different variable, the percentage, the capability, the capacity is present and all. Then, but normally, if you consider average net secondary productivity, there is a 10% of most of the organisms and all. That is secondary productivity and all, either gross as well as net and all. Related to community productivity. Community productivity, very simple. The total amount of, that is organic material, the total amount of organic matter which is synthesized at the community level, that represent as this one. That represent this community productivity and all. This community productivity, how normally calculated under net primary productivity minus, that is heterotroph consumers and all. It normally calculate net primary productivity minus heterotroph consumption or heterotrophic consumption, whatever net primary productivity minus heterotroph net that represent that community productivity and all. Then what are the levels? What are the levels of this productivity normally is present and all? What is the common levels are present? Normally different levels are present. One is the higher level, another one is the average level, then related to less as well as lower level and all. Normally there are 4 levels are present. 4 levels of productivity. What are the first level? High level. High level of productivity. High level of productivity. Normally maximum the production capacity, capability. So just now I said related to what are the factors, related to environmental factor, nutrient factor, based on the factors it influence whether it is high, whether it is low, whether it is moderate and all. Then in this high level here normally 2 to 4 kilograms per square meter per year and all. Per year. So in this high productivity in that sense, or it represents 20 to 40 tons per hectare per year. Per year it represents. Normally where generally we observe into the high productivity value and all. Maximum high productivity value, many times they ask under which type of ecosystem high productivity value is present under, that is coral reefs under. Normally it is present coral reefs. In that coral reefs maximum. Then secondary related to estuary. Then sugarcane fields. Sugarcane fields also act as a vital role. High productivity value and all. This productivity value, it represents net productivity value and all. And the sugarcane crops also have present maximum within short area, within less period of time. The productivity value becomes very high, very rich, very maximum, very energetic and all. Related to this specific and all. Availability of sunlight, that regarding related to the soil as well as solar radiation, humidity, availability of minerals, all the vital factors influence the high level of this productivity and all. Related to where normally we observe to the low productivity normally desert area, in such a particular area normally we observe and all. Then second and average level of productivity, that is 1 to 2 kilograms per meter square per year and all, or 10 to 20 tons per hectare per year. Normally we observe into the crop fields, agricultural crop fields. Agricultural crop fields normally we observe. Apart from this one, temperate rainforest. Temperate rainforest. But here, maximum high productivity value. Along with this one, it is also we observable tropical rainforest. So, this is the first place. This is the second place, remaining everything it is present and all. So, tropical rainforest, averagely in the coral reefs, 2,500 grams per square meter per year and all. Similarly, tropical rainforest, 2,200 grams per square meter per year and all. It is 2,500 grams per square meter, it is 2,200 and all. Very less variable and all. Little bit more regarding related to almost all equivalent and all. The less it is present in desert area, and 90 grams per square meter per year and all related to desert area and all. So in agricultural crop field, like this manner it is present and all. Then what about that is less productivity value and all. Less productivity value normally we observe 200 to 1000 grams per square meter per year and all. It is present and all. Normally we observe to the grassland as well as savannas. In grassland as well as savannas, this specific productivity value it must be present and all. Then where we observe to the very less and all, very least, that means low productivity value, that means less than 200 grams and all. Less than 200 grams per square meter per year, or it represents 2 to 10 tons per hectare. It is present at all. Here it is present 2 tons per hectare per year. Normally it is present the bottom of the sea water, the bottom of the sea water. Example, bottom of sea water as well as arid area and all. Arid area means the scarcity of water, arid lands and desert. These specific areas, because of scarcity of water, scarcity of availability of the maximum amount of temperature, scarcity of water, availability of water also very less, as well as more temperature. That's why the productivity value gradually reduces and all. So that is most important and all. Many times they ask why less productivity normally observed even though mega ecosystem as a seawater, because of less amount of nitrogen as well as availability of that particular type of these plant materials may not be present. Why? Because whatever the plants which are present on seawater we call as microphytes. Whatever the plants, that means producers which present on land area we call as macrophytes. Very simple. Macrophytes means normally we observe, we can able to see very clearly roots, stem, leaves and all. These are invisible microscopically. That's why it is called as that is microphytes and all. So there is a major variation for that purpose. What is it by axotrophs and all? What is the meaning of axotrophs? Axotrophs in that sense, the organisms which can shift both autotrophy as well as heterotrophy. Once again, listen carefully. The organisms which can shift both autotrophy as well as heterotrophy, that is we call as axotrophy. Normally, example, bacteria, fungi, that is primitive algae and protozoans and all. Then, what is it by related to this green belt? That means the maximum autotrophy metabolism. Maximum autotrophic metabolism takes place into the green belt. Similarly, maximum heterotrophic metabolism normally we observe to the brown belt. Green belt normally present on the leaves. Brown belt normally present on the land and all. So this is related to productivity. Once or twice listen carefully, observe. So remaining we discuss in next class. Thank you.